All right, confirm. What is up, freaks and geeks? Welcome to WeWrite with Caleb.
And Nick, are we live?
We are live. We are Reggie.
I've never been more ready. It's been a long time, like a month or something.
Oh, it's been too long. We took a holiday break.
Little holiday break, little hiatus.
But I'm excited to get back to it.
Yeah.
I'm excited to
get... back. We're fresh, but we're also going back to our roots.
Yeah. Oh. Okay, sick. We are ready. I was double checking everything. We're good. Yeah, we're getting back to our roots. We're gonna be doing a little more editing of each other's sentences than usual, like we did originally.
Yeah, going back and revisiting those old stories made me realize how much more we used to edit each other's sentences and stuff. And we're gonna try to do that again this go round.
Yeah, it's fun, but we usually make shorter stories, so we will see. What the heck? Trying to pull us up here to look at the chat.
What's happening?
I guess I was supposed to get us started. Huh. It's not showing on my phone on the Twitch.
Ooh. Where's the Twitch?
Where is it? Where is it?
Where is it?
Wait, it killed itself? It says past broadcast 1 minute ago.
Oh no.
No. We'll just have to check with Kraken, make sure it's working.
You Kraken, what's cracking?
Nick's getting all of his thoughts onto the paper.
Yes. These are all my thoughts.
What's happening? What's happening? It says it's live, but I personally can't see it. It says live, excellent. What's up with that?
I can neither confirm nor deny because I don't have Twitch, so I can't help you.
Well, you know, as long as it's working on the YouTube, that's really what's important.
We all know YouTube's most important. YouTube is the most important thing in the universe.
And those kinds of big, heady thoughts are where we're gonna start today.
Yes.
Where I'm gonna start today. Let's see.
Yeah, it's Caleb's turn to start, even though he might have started last time too. I don't remember. Many have said.
Millennia.
Very good, yes.
Their time pondering the meaning of life.
It's true. They have. I've seen it. They're always out here pondering.
Is to might be just that. To ponder.
Oh, I love it. The questions can't be answered. The questions are the answer.
All right, how's that?
All right, let me give it a good read. The philosophers over the millennia have spent their time pondering the meaning of life, and in doing so have discovered that the meaning of life might be just that, to ponder and feel some type of way about those thoughts that come with it. Yeah, here's my edit. All right, we're gonna...
Please edit. Fix it.
Yeah, no, just the very end there. The rest of it's great. To ponder and to feel some type of way about it. I'm just going to say some type of way about it.
Okay.
go. We're starting off heady.
Okay, Twitch was just fucking with us.
Have we ever had a character named Clarence before?
Okay. No.
All right,
I would remember. I would know. I would remember if we had a character named Clarence.
Is Kraken in the house, by the way?
Yeah, of course. Of course Kraken's in the house.
Kraken's in the house. We'd love to see it. Alright.
Oh, hey, what's up, Captain? Oh, you changed your name. Captain Kraken OG.
Oh, shit. Captain Kraken OG.
He's got a title now. He's a captain now.
He's a captain. Congrats on the promotion, Kraken. We're all very proud.
It's been a new year. Let's just say that.
The year has brought specific challenges, but hey, if you write when there's no challenges, then you'll never write, right?
You mean you mean if you don't write when there are challenges?
I mean, whatever one sounds more positive to you. That's what I meant.
Yes.
All right. To ponder and to feel some type of way about that,
So, I know this is a bit heady for the start of a story, but we were inspired by Terry Pratchett.
As usual.
Yes, they have a way of starting their story with very heady thoughts and then kind of working their way into it. They usually spend a couple pages on the heady thoughts. We're not really gonna do that.
No, we don't have time for that. And today, Clarence, that's exactly no, I'm already fucking up. Here we go. Today, that's what's wrong with me today? All right, here we go.
It's okay, I'll edit it later. Just don't.
Yeah, thanks.
I'm gonna dive through your dumpster of a sentence like a raccoon on a Friday night.
That's good stuff, yes. A raccoon on Wednesday after Taco Tuesday.
Ooh.
And today, that's exactly oh my god, what is happening?
Dog in the trash at the pizza place. That's a good idea, dog. I forgot to eat today.
In some type of way. Alright, that's my sentence, or two.
You asshole, you said nothing. Today that's exactly what... Well, you gave me a character, so I guess that's more than nothing.
Yeah, I made up his name.
Okay. Today that's exactly what Clarence was doing, feeling some type of way. Oh, I have to edit.
You gotta edit, don't forget. You can get before or after your sentence, you don't have to, no order here. While we are being a little bit more regimented, there's still wiggle room,
Mm-hmm.
Wiggle all you want.
And today that's exactly what Clarence was doing.
I'm wiggling right now.
Wiggling, nah.
What's this? There's magic in the air. What's this?
Well, I was gonna write my own sentence, but I'm just gonna fit it into your sentence. As he stared at the ceiling. That's not how you spell ceiling. He could be looking. This is really good. Like what I'm adding could really change the direction of the story right here. As he could be staring at like paperwork. He could be staring at the ceiling. He could be staring at a beautiful landscape.
A beautiful landscape. He could be Scottish. Staring at a beautiful landscape. Actually, that's more Irish. It's not good either way, but here we are. Tonight, Clarence could be staring at a beautiful landscape. Still pretty bad.
That was pretty good. I'm not great at accents, but
to an American maybe, but
for an American maybe.
An Irish would spit in my face. An Irishman, I mean. An Irish. That seems racist.
Racist. So now it is.
He's an Irish. All right.
And today, that's exactly what Clarence was doing as he gazed at the stars in the silence of the night, feeling some type of way.
Very good. All right.
His. We'll do some Google Doc humor.
Yeah, it's beautiful. It's heady thoughts. Oh, he's got a first mate.
Yeah. Eh?
Alright. I'm gonna change. Here's my edit. His first date.
Effort. Wow. Okay.
No. We can go with first mate. Okay, so now I gotta decide. So
I went with Gail because that's kind of. Can that be a girl's name too? No.
Oh yeah. I would think Gail would be a girl's name before a man's name.
That's what I was kind of thinking, but then I remembered in Baldur's Gate there's a guy named Gale, so I don't know.
Yeah. Let's see, where are they sailing?
Through the stars.
Through the stars. Yeah, they could be sailing through the stars, it's true. His heady thoughts were interrupted when Gale, his first mate, sat up beside him to enjoy the view.
Instead of silence, because you know that has too much of an impact on their surroundings, I'm gonna say the quiet of the night. He hated when Gale. Oh my gosh. Well, we're off to a great start, Nick. Kraken, how's your new year treating ya?
There we go. Now I gotta edit your sentence. His thoughts were interrupted when that bitch Gale, his first mate now.
He hated when Gale was enjoying his view.
That's he doesn't have to hate Gale, he just doesn't like it when she does this,
Okay. Hang on, I'm gonna chat with Kraken here. He says he'd rather not talk about it. That's fine, Kraken, you don't gotta talk about it. Just enjoy the show. I won't ask any more questions, gosh.
No, Kraken, we must know. What exactly is bothering you? No, it's fine. Let's see.
How's Nick's audio? I always gotta know. I assume it's reasonably okay.
Can you hear me? Is my voice coming through clear? This is the sound of my voice.
No, it's not. That's the sound of you making a weird voice.
No, this is how I sound. Tonight at 7. No, that's not really a newscaster voice. Anyway, his heady thoughts were interrupted when Gale, his first mate, sidled up beside him.
He hated when Gale was enjoying his view. This is his view. What is it, Gale? Can't you see I'm pondering deep, heady ideas? Yes, I can't have you doing that sort of thing. Thinking deep, heady ideas is dangerous, don't you know?
Don't you know? Don't forget to edit.
Yes, He sighed. Gale was always trying to enjoy his view.
Yeah, perfect.
Hated is too strong of a word.
Wait, oh, you took out hated? What did you say?
I made it so he sighed. Gale was always trying to enjoy his view.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah, no, I like it. It's a good change. All right, yeah, we need to tone it down. He doesn't need to be a dick.
Well, it also gives a little backstory, like.
But he also can be a dick if he wanted to. Anyway, here we go.
What is it, Gale? Is this gonna be like a Moby Dick story? Are they out searching for a creature in space?
That's immediately where my mind went with it, yeah.
Maybe it's intending to be a Moby Dick type story, but it's gonna be interrupted by something.
Okay. In these waters, thoughts can come back around and bite you before you think them. Before you even think them.
Ooh, I like that. I like that.
Alright, and to edit yours, I will say, yes, I can't help. Wait, no, yes. I can't have you doing that sort of thing. Thinking deep, heady thoughts, ideas is dangerous, don't you know? I'm gonna say, instead of don't you know, I'm gonna say, you heard?
Yard?
You heard?
Yard?
No,
Thoughts. Or you even think them? No. I'm just
Can't
gonna
have
make
you do
these
sort of thing.
days.
I'm gonna say, I can't have you doing that sort of thing again.
Okay.
He's messed this up before.
He does this a lot, yeah.
Love it. The Clarence's vibe successfully ruined. Gale, continue. Me personally, I don't think much. If it's important enough, the thoughts will come to me.
Well, the thoughts will. And okay.
Okay, cool. Me personally, I don't think much. If it's important enough, the thoughts will arrive all on their own. All on their own when I least expect it.
The thoughts will think themselves. That's wait.
There you go. There you go. Expect it. Oops. For some reason, my brain doesn't work today. Okay, Gale.
I like this because it's like we're spitting a bunch of nonsense, but we're getting to know the characters before something actually happens.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, this is talking about getting back to our roots. This is our roots: is spinning our wheels until something happens.
Yes, we're really good at first page, no story.
Yes, spinning our wheels is good though because we're getting to know our characters here. It works. Okay, Gale.
The plotless page. Plotless in Seattle.
Plotless in Seattle. Plotless in Portland. Gale. Let's tell me, don't think. That's patently obvious.
Captain Kraken says, speaking of roots, waiting on that Gum Schubert sequel.
Oh, the Gum Schubert sequel.
Gum
No
Schubert was our golden age, not our roots.
Yeah, exactly. That wasn't our roots. That was our pinnacle. The golden age. Oh, I'm gonna work that into the story. I like that, golden age. All right, that's patently obvious. I know how to spell thoughts, I swear to God. Okay, here we go.
THOTS.
I got it.
He's a duck, not a goose. He's saying it was our golden goose. Yes.
He's our golden goose.
The sequel will be the golden egg.
Look, no sequels. We've said it once, we'll say it again.
Kraken,
No
when we hit 100 followers on Twitch, we will do a Gum Schubert sequel.
How about this? Once we've published our first collection of short stories, we'll do a sequel to every one in the published book.
We'll do a sequel to 3 of them.
We'll do a sequel to the best ones, yeah. We'll put out a vote to our thousands of subscribers on which 3 deserve the sequel.
Thousands of subscribers. Okay, I'll yeah. When we get 100, we'll do that sequel for you. That'll be our stretch. Dude, that'll be our stretch goal. Our sub
goal. We're
at
7 right now, right? So when we started like a year ago, we had none, and 0 times anything. Like, I mean, we multiplied by infinity to get to 7. So I mean, we know we'll be at 7 billion.
Yes, I'm glad you took that route instead of saying, so in 14 years.
No, it's going to be exponential. Anyway,
yes,
I gotta get back to
exponential growth. Look at the charts.
Look at the charts. The more we fuck around, the more we're going to find out.
Look at these bar graphs. Pie charts.
I've made bar graphs, lines. There's even a pie.
See this part of the pie? That's the part that I ate. Okay, me personally, I don't think much if it's important enough. The thoughts will think themselves when I least expect it. My, you used the wrong your.
Oh no, I'm very embarrassed.
You're fired.
I'm very embarrassed. I hate that. Alright, but... Oh yeah, I don't.
Oh, so the rest of the crew's a bunch of haters.
No. Keep reading.
Wait, what? What does that even mean?
I don't know, let's figure it out.
Oh my gosh.
Alright. Gail, you don't have to tell me you don't think. That's patently obvious. But your thoughtlessness is exactly why you're my first mate. Your 0 thoughts are infinitely superior to the rest of the crew's negative thoughts. And I don't mean pessimism, I mean anti-thought.
I'm gonna add a little sentence in here. This is my edit. Well, that and your bulging muscles.
Yeah, nice. There you go. She's fucking ripped, dog.
Yes, she doesn't think she's gotta be the brawn.
She's yoked, dog.
You know, I don't think I'm gonna explore that because I don't get it. I don't understand.
They're so dumb. Their thoughts are literally anti-thoughts.
It's kind of like Rick and Morty, how he keeps Morty around because he's so dumb it cancels out his brainwaves.
Yeah, like that, exactly.
Okay.
You don't have to explore it. It's fine. But you do have to edit. Oh, you did already. Okay. I like this. I like where we're going here. I'm feeling positive about it.
I was gonna have something happen, but in my head, I still don't know if we're like on water.
No, yeah, we don't know. She said these waters, but she could be being metaphorical.
Yes. Okay.
I mean, I'm thinking space. You know, space is good.
Or
but,
like
you know,
an ethereal sort of space.
So earlier when I said like the thoughts can come back and bite you before, like I was thinking, yeah, maybe like literally, maybe they're like sailing through a dream world or something, sailing through a liminal space.
Well, like ethereal space where like thoughts can like manifest.
Yes, that's exactly what I was thinking. Let's do that.
Okay.
Oh yeah, no, this is good, man. This is good. We can have some characters being pessimistic and it causes them problems, and then they all just have to use the power of belief to win.
Oh my gosh, the power of belief, the most powerful power in every story ever.
The power of positive mental attitude.
Yes. This will be a story that children will read to learn about positive mental attitude.
But it's no children. It's gonna be sexy. It's gonna be all hips and nips.
Sexy mental attitude.
Sexy mental attitude. Classic SMA.
It's gonna be huge.
It's gonna be huge. How's the music vibe? Is it good?
Oh, it's perfect.
Cool. Nice.
Can you hear
I like
now?
that. Gail's mom. Oh, perfect. Yeah, there you go. Setting the setting.
I think I have to edit yours. But oh my gosh, you wrote all of this, bro. Holy crap.
Yeah, you're right. I didn't write. No, you already said that, and you're building new muscles. You
yeah. Okay, that was good.
Yeah, I didn't mean to write 4 sentences. I just, I wanted to get to a certain point.
Gale didn't respond, as their mind was as blank as this ethereal space that they sailed through.
That's good stuff.
I love, in the middle of dialogue, having it just be silent.
Yeah.
Nice.
Gale didn't respond as they're playing. She's just staring up into space. Oh, that's good stuff. All right, here we go.
Wait. What?
Yeah, that's funny. That's good stuff. I want to give him a title. I was going to call him Clarence the Great, then I was like, Clarence the Magnanimous.
That's good. Clarence the Thoughtful. I want it to be about his big heady thoughts.
Okay, Clarence the Philosopher King.
Okay. Sure.
What do you think? No?
Sure. Well, what if we mix the thoughts with the fact that he's a ship captain?
Okay, so Captain Clarence the Clairvoyant. Yeah, we'll come back to this. All right.
The Book of Clarence? That's what Captain Kraken said.
The Book of Clarence. Chapter 1, verse 2. You'll never see verse 1. All right. Clarence smiled to himself.
Verse 1 was removed for being too sexy.
Too sexy.
Was it actually the Book of Clarence? I feel like I've heard of the Book of Eli, but not Clarence.
Like in the Bible? No. There's no Clarences in the Bible.
He's saying it's a movie, and I know there's other movies with similar names, but
The Book of Eli.
I didn't know the Book of Clarence was actually.
I'm not familiar.
Well, Moby Dick was a story from the Bible, right? No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
He's cringing over his Moby Dick take.
It's Moby Dick take. Oh.
Oh, it's over the port bow.
It's a Moby Dick take. Moby Dick take. All right.
Yeah. All right. Clarence smiled to himself, while she may constantly step on his vibe. It was. What was it, Nick? Oh. That exact. Well, good luck with that, Kraken.
What does he need good luck with?
Being a conformist, well-mannered, respectful man this year.
No, not gonna happen, Kraken. Sorry, but good luck, yeah.
Or actually, he said this yeet.
This yeet. Okay, now I gotta edit yours. Gail didn't respond. That's your mind was.
It's getting more difficult to edit each other's because we're such good, succinct writers.
Yes, it's hard these days. We're too good. So their mind was as blank as the ethereal space they sailed through.
Barrett smiled to himself. While she may constantly step on his vibe, it was that exact thoughtlessness of hers that paved a smooth path through this liminal space. Okay, yeah. Explaining what's going on here.
Yeah, like he needs her there because like her thoughtlessness like clears a path through this like clouded thought realm. Clarence smiled to himself. Oh, wait, that's my sentence. Your sentence was Gail didn't respond as their mind was as blank as the mysterious.
I'm just gonna make that 2 sentences. Didn't respond. Yeah. Period. Their mind was as blank. Yeah. I'm just gonna make it more clear. Thought space. It's a cool. Hyphenated word. Yeah?
Yeah, thought space. Mm-hmm. Dreamscape.
I don't think it's a dreamscape. I think it's like an like it's a...
Yeah.
It's a ethereal realm.
Not exactly a dreamscape, but you know.
But the rules are similar.
Yes. Their mind was as smooth and blank. That's what I'm going to say. She's got a smooth mind.
Oh, no. No wrinkles on that brain.
Exactly.
Okay, so it's my turn.
It is. It is your turn.
When I make my move.
Not me, not Hermione, you.
You're free to take the king. Okay, that's enough of that.
That's enough. That's Harry Potter for one day.
It's almost time to make something actually happen. Ooh.
It is. It is almost that time.
but we're still gonna take as long as possible to see what actually is happening. So
let's find out. I want the ending to be like, this is all a collaborative writing exercise between Gale and Clarence.
What? It's meta, but I don't know if it's good.
Yeah, we'll see. Things can be meta and bad, it's true.
Mm-hmm. The peaceful atmosphere was interrupted by the ringing of a bell from the crow's nest.
Right.
Ooh, what would it be called? Like a manifestation. Like, what would they call them? Like, if a creature was created from like thought manifestation, what, like, they would have a name for it.
It's a manifesto.
No. Manifest destiny.
It's a. Let's see. I mean, I kind of just want to say like a manifestation. I mean, that works fine, but maybe something a little bit more unique. An apparition.
Yeah, aberration.
Oh my god.
This guy speaks in alliteration.
Cool. Love it. Okay.
I was thinking more of like what do mad scientists call it when they make something? It's their
It's my greatest creation.
alliteratorio.
That's his name. This atmosphere was interrupted by the ringing of a bell from the crow's nest.
All right, Captain. I'll see you in a second.
The peaceful atmosphere was interrupted by the ringing of a bell from the crow's nest.
I like that Google Docs doesn't try to fix capping.
I kind of just put a sentence in there. I don't know where I'm going with that, but there it is.
Whatever.
Oratorio. I'll open my ojos for a second. I'll only open my ojos for a second.
It's funny. He's the crow's nest guy, but he just sits up there with his eyes closed all the time. I'm liking the lore of this world we're building. It's very backwards.
Yeah.
Things don't make sense like we would think.
No, cause and effect are all mixed up.
Aye, Captain.
Oh.
Aye, Captain. It is funny though.
It is, but he doesn't think it's funny. He's just up in the crow's nest with his eyes closed this whole time.
Yeah, I love that. That's his job, is to not see anything.
Yeah.
Alliteratorio. I'm just gonna add the word salty to your alliterative sentence here.
Perfect.
Does it count if I was just fixing your typos?
No.
I added, well, it's not that funny.
Perfect.
Okay. A wave of thought.
A wave of thought washed over the minds of the crew and crashed against the side of the vessel.
Remember in our it's not D&D, but our gaming session that the Moby Dick creature was all blurred out?
Yeah. That's good stuff. Suddenly, a wave of thought washed over the minds of the crew and crashed against the side of the vessel.
I think a portion of the crew would be like the thought control people, and they're like, their whole thing is to say like mantras to like try to calm the situation down.
Yes, I love it.
Thou? Is this supposed to be thou?
Nope. Keep those. That's what it's supposed to be.
or will be sunk in this mind maze. Excellent, Kraken. I'll scroll up so you can read this excellent dialogue. Alliteratorio. He's like, what the fuck is that name? What, you don't like Alliteratorio? He's one of my favorite characters so far.
Alliteratorio.
It's the first time anyone's ever been named that, I think.
Probably.
He's unique in more ways than one, and we'll find out more later. Watch over the minds of the crew and crouching inside the vessel. Keep those creeping ideas at bay, you fools, or we'll be sunk in this mind maze. The space around them rose up into a labyrinth.
Oh, nay. He screwed them. Did you edit?
Or we'll be lost in this mind maze. I'm gonna change it from sunk to lost.
Perfect. Perfect.
Blast my powerful mind. Oh wait, don't! Captain Clarence was struck unconscious.
That's good. I love it. Alright.
So now the first mate will have to take control, and they'll probably do much better. Since they don't think very much.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna give a potential title for this in a sea of thought. Or an ocean of thought.
Yes.
A penny for your thoughts.
A bay of belief. Waves of wonder. Alright. Captain Clarence was struck unconscious.
Moby Delusion.
It's not bad. That's my powerful mind. Oh wait, don't! Captain Clarence was struck unconscious.
Apologies, Captain. I only opened my O's for a second. That does kind of make sense. If you were looking at nothing for long enough, your mind would eventually put something there.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know where to put it, but I want him to say, like, at least think of it smaller and further away. Like,
yeah, no, yeah. Yeah, okay, wait. Yeah, we should put that in. That's funny. Apologies, Captain. Only open my mouth. Well, snap them shut, you simmering simpleton. Or at least think of it smaller and further away.
Yeah.
You got it. I'll go down and write this.
Okay. Aye, aye, Captain. I think the ethos, is that the word, the right word of this story is really keeping it together.
Yeah. Yes. I don't know if ethos is right, but it feels right. Alright. There's confidence in our captain.
Oh wait, don't! Captain Clarence was struck unconscious. The seas began to swell as panic spread through the crew. Fortunately, First Mate Gale had the utmost confidence in her captain, and it was that confidence that began to drag him back into consciousness.
I gotta edit too.
Okay, I think this would be a good time to introduce the thought control group.
Yes.
No, that's just too much. I don't want to have to deal with that. I'm picturing them as kind of like monks or something. I like this group. Sorry, I'm totally blanking on how to edit your sentence, so I think I'll come back to that because it's gonna slow me down.
Yes.
He's our friend. And
There you go.
As they poured their belief into their words, the sea began to calm. You know what every pirate crew needs?
What's that?
One guy with an eye that he keeps chasing around, and another guy that's his best friend who's really dumb.
Oh, that's classic. That's
Not specifically that, but we need those two guys.
yes, yes. A litteratorio can be one of them.
Well, I think Alliteratorio is his own thing already.
He's got his own deal
But I want them to be on the belief canon, and they're gonna.
Yeah, they're gonna fuck it up. Some real stooge behavior.
Yeah, we need two stooges at least, and Alliteratorio's the third stooge, but he's off doing his own thing.
Yeah. You join hands and begin chanting their mantra. The sea is our friend, and our captain knows best.
Yeah, you could, if you come up with a better mantra, please take that over.
Okay.
The two stooges of, I'm just gonna go literal, of the crew manned the belief cannon. Approaching aberration. Oh, it's 1B, 2 R's, okay. You don't exist. They said as one and fired away.
Nice, I love it. The sea is... Yeah, okay, yeah. Well, you see what I changed the mantra to? Do you like it?
Let me change. The sea is what we see, and we see an old friend.
Or maybe the sea is what we see, and we see smooth seas.
Yes. Yeah. And we see smooth seas. Make a full-on tongue twister. Make it even longer.
Okay. The sea is what we see, and we see smooth seas.
Set sights for... Set sights on... Salty sailors set sights on... I don't know. Good luck.
Okay. The sea is what we see.
Get him, Kraken. Get him. I'm glad I could remind you of that, Kraken. He's saying that he can't believe he hadn't thought about adding 2 comedic relief characters on his pirate ship in his book.
Yeah, you need some comic relief characters.
Okay, I gotta make it more comedic here. The cannon blasted them backward, knocking... Instead of a glass eye, it's gonna be dentures.
Nice, perfect.
I gotta name them. The two stooges, Duncan and Dory. How's that?
Perfect.
Oh, I gotta put that later in the sentence. Duncan and Dory manned the belief cannon and took aim at the approaching aberration. You don't exist, they said as one, and fired away the cannon.
Okay, how is this for the mantra? The sea is what we see, and we see smooth seas. Our captain sees best, and our masts point west.
And our sails
swing west.
Swing swiftly. I wanted more tongue twistery.
I just wanted it to rhyme.
Oh, okay. Best, west, rest. Nothing rhymes with swiftly.
Swiftly. We could say our captain sees well, and our sails swell. Our captain sees well. Our captain sees well, and our sails swiftly swell.
Yep, that's a tongue twister. I like it.
There it is. It's pretty hard to say.
Duncan and Doro. Yeah, I like that better than Dory.
Yeah, I agree. Duncan and Doro.
But it's spelled like that.
Okay, sure.
You don't exist, they said as one fired away. The cannon blasted them backward, knocking Doro's.
Doro adventures. There's a lot of alliteration happening in this story. I have a feeling alliteratorio is going to be important for the ending.
Oh god, that's gonna be a lot of work to make sure he is.
We don't have to. We'll see where we end up. We're still in uncharted waters here, to be honest.
To the deck. Okay.
Okay, let me see what we've done here. As they poured their belief into their words, the seas began to calm. The two stooges of the crew, Duncan.
Okay, I'll just leave it there. I was gonna have a whole scene where he's chasing it around the deck, but we'll just include that later, that he's still chasing them around.
You don't exist.
You don't exist, they said as one and fired away. You always gotta have two people manning the cannon.
Yeah.
If Doro has
So
dentures, is he
Very-
old? He's not necessarily old.
Not necessarily. He just maybe had a bad diet. Like he only ate candy growing up.
Oh,
His family
yeah.
couldn't afford candy because they were workers in the sugar mines.
Like Flapjack.
Yeah, like Flapjack.
Okay, this is going pretty good. I'm retitling it Alliteratorio's Aberration. As a dunce.
There you go, yeah.
That's my edit. Ha, gotcha.
Okay, yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Fair play.
We're gonna have the refs review the tapes.
And the call stands on the field. Fair play.
No penalty. I gotta put my big old fuzzy jacket on.
Is it cold there?
It is pretty chilly. It's
Here
been
too.
stormy, like so much rain for California.
Yeah. It was 9 degrees last night here in Texas.
Yeah, I heard about like pretty much most of the middle of the country, and then soon the East Coast is getting this huge cold wave.
Yeah, we were mad cold.
And Twyla was at 2 or 1 degrees yesterday. And then my other buddy, I think he's in where's all the cheese come from?
Wisconsin.
Yeah, I think he's in Wisconsin. They had -7 and it felt like -21, he said.
Oh my god. It's horrifying.
Yeah.
Cannon blasting them backwards, knocking Dora's dentures onto the deck.
No one thinks as confidently as it does. I like that. Yeah, I think the aberration's gonna keep coming because we can't just solve the problem that easy. And then the captain's gonna yell at alliteratorio. I thought you were thinking of it as smaller and further away.
Yeah.
Well, now I'm sure you didn't know this, but buffoons is spelled like buff.
Oh.
I guess that's where buff comes from.
Okay.
Or vice versa.
What'd you call it? Thought cannon? Oh, the belief cannon.
Yeah.
Alright.
Leaving the belief cannon unmanned and unarmed. Okay, I got the next sentence, but then I'll go back and add yours. The aberration, fuck. I thought I had it. The aberration shuddered before. Trudging forward with renewed vigor.
Nice.
And then the captain's gonna be like, alliteratorio.
Alright. Oh, you got it. Alright, go for it.
I don't know. You can take it from there. I was just gonna have alliteratorio respond.
Yeah, me too.
Scrambled around the deck after the chattering clackers.
You'll have to edit Captain. I don't know how you're spelling it earlier.
It's just CAP''N.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Capping.
Captain. He's capping.
Leaving the belief cannon to its wiles, to its whim.
To its whim. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, no, that's funny. Leaving the belief cannon to its whims.
I'm gonna change, earlier when I said the crew joined hands, began changing them out, I'm gonna call them the Belief Brigade.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, I agree, because it needs to be just like a specific unit within the crew.
Yeah. And then also I'm gonna have the cannon crash into them.
Oh no! Alright.
I'm trying, Captain, but the beast just keeps becoming bigger. Just begins becoming bigger behind my... He's got blue eyes.
He's got blue eyes.
My blue beauties. Heavy on the alliteration here. I'm gonna say my mind's a mutinous mess.
Perfect. I love it.
Oh, alliteratoria. We can't stay mad at you, alliteratoria. Yes. Whoa. Alright, well I already edited yours, so I will just continue.
What'd you say?
I made mutinous mess and blue beauties.
Oh yeah, that's right. Alright, abbreviation. The operation shuddered before charging forward. Was renewed vigor.
Clarence turned to bark orders at the Belief Brigade, only to see them swept overboard by the loose cannon.
Yes, I was just about to say loose cannon. I was just about to say that.
Okay.
Okay, what'd you say? You said Clarence turned to bark orders at the Belief Brigade, only to see them swept overboard by the loose cannon. He pitched the brigade.
No, he pinched the bridge of his nose.
Oh, sorry. He pinched the bridge of his nose. Gale, I'm going to think about something else. Take it from here, will you? Aye. Why do they keep saying it wrong? Oh, yeah, there we go. Oh, that's good. I like that.
So I'm gonna have a little side scene where he just goes into his like captain's quarters and he's gonna like think about what their goal is, and I think that's gonna change the scenario around them.
Okay.
Because he has the most powerful mind of the crew.
Yes.
But the aberration will still, be featured.
Yeah. What did we call them earlier? It was Duncan
and Doro, but spelled Dorough.
Yeah.
I love that. He's like trying to keep control of everything, but everything is going to shit. So he's just like, you know what? I'm just gonna go.
I'm out.
I'm gonna go think about something else.
It's perfect.
This is my edit on yours.
You double dummies. You absolute goons. That's funny.
Get thought to death. Mutinous mind. Oh, okay.
It's multiple alliterations in there. Thought to death by Literatorio's attention deficit.
Alright, okay. You double dummies, you absolute goons.
Oh, it's just one cannon. Man the cannon.
Yeah.
Meanwhile.
Yes, I'm gonna cut to inside the cabin.
Yeah, I think it's time.
More alliteration immediately.
We've really stuck ourselves in a alliteration loop. It's hard to break out of an alliteration mindset.
It's fine. Whatever. Some bootleg rum.
What do you think about them running into another ship of thought sailors that are like interfering with their thought?
Oh, well, in my head, what was gonna happen was he's gonna like, he's gonna think about what their goal is, right?
Yeah.
And then the scenery is gonna change outside. When he gets back out, it's gonna be like daytime all of a sudden, and there's gonna be like an island ahead of them.
Perfect. Love it.
And the creature's still gonna be like behind them, but it's not gonna be as aggressive. It's kind of just gonna be lurking.
Perfect.
Because I don't want it to like just disappear. But are you reading what I just wrote? I think it's pretty good.
Let's see. In the captain's cabin, Clarence choked down some bootleg rum and sat in his chair. He looked at a map on the desk. The dotted line snaked its way to an S with no other landmarks. Yeah, perfect. Imagine in his mind's eye the true goal of their...
I was going to say adventure, but when you're on a boat, it's a voyage.
Voyage. That's my edit.
No, I said it first.
No, I said it first. Okay, no, that's fine.
Now I have to think about what is, because like on the island, what could there possibly be that he wants? Something that you could only get in this ethereal thought space.
Yeah. Well, they'd be looking for an idea, right?
Oh, maybe.
They'd be looking for someone else's lost idea, perhaps.
Yes, a buried idea.
Yes, a buried thought. A thought that somebody buried way deep down.
Maybe a thought that he himself had lost.
Oh, maybe it's his own journey to find a thought that he buried long ago.
Yes, it was on the tip of his tongue.
Yes, he's looking for something that slipped his mind.
Pretty good. Pretty good.
Yeah, I like it. It's good. All right. Here, I'll take it from here.
Okay.
Took down the map, dotted line snaked its way to an X with no other discernible landmarks. Probably not how you spell that. Nope.
We're about to have a full... I just fixed it. We're about to have a full scene shift, so if anyone in the chat wants to has any suggestions for where they're going to be next, feel free to chime in.
Do we have... Is it just cracking in there right now?
We have a mysterious visitor from beyond.
A mysterious visitor from beyond the internet. Or he's probably not beyond the internet. There, probably. Okay, let's see.
I like this. So they're in this weird thought space voyage to look for a thought that slipped his mind. That's buried.
Okay, what do you think about that?
Let's see here. He had buried it long ago now, no matter how hard he dug.
No, that was my favorite part. Oh no, what were you gonna say? Maybe it's better.
I was gonna say eluded him because it's, you know.
No.
I wonder if it's gonna be an actual train.
Yes, there has to be an actual train at some point. Oh yeah, maybe on the island they find some tracks, and he's like, "This is my train of thought. We have to follow it."
Okay.
Wherever it had been, whatever it had been, it felt so important. They put this whole expedition together.
He hoped it was worth all the trouble. He imagined in his mind's eye where it might be buried, lying in wait.
Yes.
Perfect for a scene transition.
Yes. I'll transition us.
Alright, I'm gonna take a piss.
Good idea. Alright.
I got a
Whenever it had been, it felt so important. They put this whole expedition together. Oh, right. He imagined in his mind's eye where it might be and just how deep he might have buried it. Next, scene transition. When he emerged from his quarters. Alright. There we go. When he emerged from his quarters, the scene on deck had shifted. The sea was calm and the sun shone down on the fin of the aberration could still be seen in the distance, but it felt much less threatening than before. Therefore, it was less threatening than before. Perfect. Alright, maybe I should just keep writing since Caleb's still gone. What do you think, crew? Just kidding, I can't see the chat. I'll have to just imagine that I'm receiving massive amounts of encouragement from Blue Moon. I feel it. I feel it in my soul. Alright, here I go.
Alright, I have returned. What you got?
Like a paragraph.
Kraken is sending you encouraging vibes of approval.
Nice. Yes, good. I was just asking for encouraging vibes.
He's sending them in mass.
Yeah, I was like, what do you think, crew? And I was like, just kidding, I can't see what anybody's saying. I can just imagine that Blue Moon is giving me encouraging vibes.
And you imagined it into reality, just like the ethos of the story. When he emerged from his quarters, the scene on the deck had shifted. The sea was calm and the sun shone down on them. The fin of the aberration could still be seen in the distance, but it felt much less threatening than before. Therefore, it was less threatening than before. We did it, Captain. Things are under control. No, you didn't. I did it.
You can edit that last bit there. I threw it out there.
Okay.
I also edited your bit earlier up there a little bit.
All right. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, hey! Rude.
All right.
This is all garbage. Click.
I have an easy edit for this one. Delete.
delete that if you want. I just, yeah.
I remembered that
I forgot.
What?
Well, I remember that I forgot.
Yeah.
And that helped. Yeah. That's funny.
And that was a good start.
Perfect. Perfect.
I think I may have found where to look for it. Or we may have found where to look for it. We did it, Captain. Things are under control.
Captain Clarence.
Oh, Captain Clarence, the lengths you would go to. What's a first? Kraken. A story being this under control.
Well, sort of under control.
Yeah, we're riding the line of under control here.
Uh-huh. I mean, granted, there's a lot less cursing and suggestive nature than some of our stories. That's true, but you know, sometimes you got to keep it clean. You can't always play it blue.
Well, the story is about how your thoughts control your situation.
Uh-huh.
And so we're just using that to our advantage. I still have to edit what you wrote, so I'm working on that.
Cool.
What was the goons' names again? Duncan and Doro. Duncan and Doro donned their sunglasses. Everyone's donning their sunglasses. Well, I remembered that I forgot what we were searching for, and that was a good start. I think we may have found where to look for it. Captain Clarence reached out his hand and pointed towards the horizon. There, he declared. Suddenly, through the midst of confusion, the faint outline of an island began to form. Ooh, cool. Wait, no. We gotta have, oh, you're having Alliteratorio say something?
Yep, we're on the same page here. Alliteratorio has to
Lando!
So that was where I was going first, but it's gotta be an alliteration, so,
Okay, well, let me know when you come up with a good alliteration for land ho.
I was saying I spy an island.
Okay.
Or, let's see, land, coast. The coast is created, Captain.
I spy sand skirting the...
Skirting the sea.
sea.
I spy sand skirting the sea, Captain. A coast is created.
And then, I thought I told you to keep those peepers shut. Litteratorio. Of course, Captain. Okay, Litteratorio.
Of course, Captain. Keeping them closed.
Nothing I'm more familiar with than the back of my eyelids, Captain.
Close would be nothing I'm more familiar with than the back of my eyelids, Captain.
Than the back of my eyelids, Captain.
That's perfect. I love it. I was trying to think of a way to put an alliteration in there real quick, but you did it. You nailed it. I feel like you're really carrying us through this story right now, and I'm here for it.
I got to. My mind is very plot oriented. But also I'm all about Alliteratorio. He's my favorite character.
Yeah, he's great.
A watchman whose job is to keep his eyes closed. It doesn't get better than that. You know, I think Kraken was talking about how under control the story is. I think the lo-fi is helping us.
Ah, yes, keeping us chill.
Duncan and Doro. We have to think of what the thought was that he forgot.
Yeah, we do. That's going to be a problem. We are going to have to actually decide that.
I think it should be something dumb. You know how when you forget something and you just feel like it's really important, but then if you remember, you're like, oh yeah, never mind.
Yeah, it's just like where his keys at.
Yeah. The landmass ahead of them grew in size until they were beached on the shore. Duncan and Doro tripped over themselves trying to lower the anchor.
Yeah, good stuff.
Oh no.
There you go.
as Doro rubbed the back of his head. I don't know. I don't know where I was going with that. I just pictured Doro rubbing the back of his head in pain.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's fine.
Real
I'll do
Ophi
it.
style. I don't know what's happening while that's happening though.
Yeah, I'll do it real quick. You said about what's happening after this. I'm gonna end this slapstick scene over here.
Okay, go for it. This is so ridiculous. It's literally a story about how their thoughts affect the world around them.
Yeah.
And he's trying to... The whole goal of their expedition is to find the thought that was on the tip of his tongue.
Yes.
So you want me to write what happens next? I'm picturing the island. We got... I'll just describe the island.
There you go. How's that? It's easy. Dora rubbed the back of his empty head and pounded.
Yes. As the crew took in the sight before them, they did their best to not imagine danger lurking in the dense forest that covered most of the island.
Perfect.
Because the more they imagine it, the more danger there will be. They heard a booming roar from deep within the jungle. The captain instinctively shouted, "Alliteratorio!" Sorry, Captain. At least imagine them smaller and further away like we practiced. No, the thing is, Kraken, that they're too dumb to think of anything like that. That's why they make...
Yeah.
Their dumbness is their strength.
They man the thought cannon because their minds are so blank that, and they're so dumb that anything they believe is powerful, basically.
Like orcs in Warhammer.
Yeah, like orcs in Warhammer. I vaguely understand that reference.
Yeah, I don't know that much about Warhammer, but I think that bit of lore is pretty funny. They think that red vehicles go faster and red bombs blow up bigger. And so it works. Basically, their mass belief makes it real.
Yes.
Was I supposed to edit something that you made?
Maybe.
Oh no, what exactly are we looking for, Captain? Asked Gale blankly. I'll know it when we see it. You just focus on keeping that beautiful blank mind of yours empty for us, will you? Eureka! What's he eureka-ing about?
That can't be how you spell decrepit, but nope.
Decrepit?
Yeah, there it is. Yeah, decrepit.
You just focus on keeping that beautiful mind blank. Beautiful blank mind. Yes.
There you go.
Rails of a long abandoned okay.
It's his train of thought.
Mm-hmm. Okay. The rails led into the dense jungle. This is great.
There we go. This should lead us right to the thought that I've been searching for. The rails led into the... Oh, we need some quotations in here.
Yes. I got it.
Cool.
Okay. Oh, I wrote that, so it's your turn.
Damn, that's true.
Alright.
Alright.
I didn't want to write the next part.
I got it.
I'm gonna have to change the name of the story again.
What is it now?
I'm thinking something like train of thought or tip of his tongue, tip of your tongue.
Yeah.
Train of thought's pretty good.
A lost train of thought.
It's got alliteration too.
Does it?
Train of thought?
Oh, I guess so, yeah. Sort of. About a lost train of thought.
Runaway train of thought.
Abandoned train of thought. We'll come back to this.
Yeah. It's developing.
Yeah. Let's see this right to the...
I still think my favorite bit of dialogue was the first conversation with Alliteratorio.
Yeah, it's great. The rails led into the dense jungle ahead of them.
Or at least think of it smaller and further away.
I don't know how to say this. I want it to just like to define the crew that's going in there, you know? Like I wanted it to be like a small unit of just like the Duncan, Doro combo, Alliteratorio, Gaia, and the captain. But it's like, why would he bring Alliteratorio, who's clearly a fucking liability? But I don't want to leave Alliteratorio.
No, we could just address that when it's already too late and they're already in there, you know?
Yeah. Oh, okay, I got it. Here we go. Okay.
We can almost just cut forward to have them already in the jungle, so we don't have to worry about that.
That's true. But I kind of wanted to do this real quick to see if you like this. If not, we can delete it.
Clickety clackety. Ooh, what about the title being Lost in Thought?
That's not bad. I like it. Lost in Thought.
The captain scanned the face of his crew for the blankest expressions.
I can't even fucking spell alliteratorio. You have to do it for me.
Alliteratorio.
I made the name and I can't spell it for the life of me. Alright. And for some unknown reason.
Oh, we are spelling it with one L. Okay. I also thought judgment was spelled like that.
It's actually the British way to spell it. It's like, you know how color has like a U in Britain? But I always forget that, and I put the E in there on accident, but yeah. And take it out though, it's still.
DGM just is such a weird, like I've never seen those letters together like that.
Right? Judgment. It doesn't feel right, but it is.
Here, Alliteratorio's face jumped out at Clarence. His eyes were closed, making him a great pick for the team. That's so funny that the belief brigade is all dead.
yeah, we introduced them and killed them really rapidly.
Just to show how dangerous this mission is.
Okay.
Leafy and throned thoughts?
Thorn.
Oh.
Thorn. How do you spell thorned? Oh, yeah, I just messed up the R.
Leafy, thorny thoughts.
Perfect.
I still spelled it wrong. Okay. Everything was going well until they heard that same booming roar much closer this time.
Wait just a second. I'm going to put something here after making him a great pick for the expedition. It was against his better judgment, but he had a good feeling about it. And sometimes in these lands, feelings could be more powerful than logic.
What's his name again? Clarence realized he'd been. Ooh, he's his own worst enemy now.
Uh-oh. Okay, good. I dig it. Okay, everything. There should be a new paragraph, though. Everything was going well until they heard the same booming roar much closer this time. Alliteratorio? My eyes are wide shut, Captain. My mind's as blank as can be, sir. Well, I love that, but my edit is definitely going to be adding some alliteration to that sentence.
Okay.
Hold on. Yes, second here. I gotta get back to my zone. Alright. I'm in the zone.
Excellent.
Okay, alliteratorio. My brain's as blank as can be. Alright. Clarence realized he had been the one thinking about everything between him and his goal this time. Alright, I'm gonna edit that sentence too. Because what? Clarence realized he'd been the one thinking about everything between him and his goal this time. Thinking about what could lie, what might lie between him and his goal this time. Okay, my turn.
What was Thaddeus T. Robobelt? What was his thing that he said? Into the what? Into the fray?
Into the breach.
Into the breach.
Was that it? I can't remember now. Once more into the breach. Yeah, sounds like something he would say. Alright. Again.
Call back. So it's really up to us how much longer this goes, because like there could be a lot of stuff on the island between them and the goal. There could be very little stuff.
Yeah. Let's see. Let's think about this for a second. If I think about this, I mean, look at our current word count. All right, we're at 1,450.
I think another 400 will do it.
Yeah, I think we can wrap this up probably in the next 30 minutes if we want to. Well, let's think about this for a second.
Okay.
Before we press onward, let's think about where we want to take it. Because we're following some train tracks to a train of thought. Are they going to find an actual train? Maybe.
Yeah. Could be like an old decrepit train in the jungle.
Yeah. I'm going to take out this part about him falling unconscious again. It's just going to slow us down. We don't need that.
is kind of funny.
Do you want to keep it in? It could be funny. Gail has to revive him again. Yeah, let's. Yeah. We're keeping it. If you think it's funny, we're keeping it.
Wait, no. With smoke coming out of his ears.
Yeah, perfect.
Okay. Okay, but if it's an actual train, they're not gonna have to dig it up, I presume?
Well, so what I'm thinking here is the roar that they're hearing is the train coming towards them. And they're going to have to get the train going in the other direction so they can follow it. And maybe they ride the train the rest of the way to where the treasure is. Or something. And there's like a conductor, and he meets a copy of himself who's the conductor of his train of thoughts, and he has to have a conversation with himself. Huh?
Okay, I don't think it should be a copy of himself, but it could still be the conductor of his thoughts. I think it should be a crazy wackadoo character.
Okay, I'm with it. Alright, so let's get us on the train. So first of all, well, you know the drill team.
In a chorus. What did they say earlier? Whatever. I'll let you control this bit.
Alright. Duncan and Doro.
Touched their fingertips together.
Oh no, it's the belief cannon.
I was thinking more Dragon Ball Z touching tips, cracking.
There you go. Alright. Now it's for you. I gotta go back and edit something that you wrote, though.
Well, you know the drill, team, said an exasperated Gale. She knelt over the body of her captain and poured her confidence into him. Duncan and Doro prepared the belief cannon they'd been carrying this whole time. Literator kept his eyes shut and hummed a tuneless melody to himself.
Oh, wait, okay, Illiteratorio's training kicked in. And he kept his eyes shut. There we go.
Oh, thank you. We've got an editor in the chat.
Oh, yeah? What'd they say?
They're giving us lots of edits.
About what?
Oh, the tags and said an exasperated Gale needs editing. I'm not sure what they mean by that.
No, we do need a comma after team and a lowercase s. I mean, that's grammar-wise probably what we need to do. Or not grammar, whatever the other one is.
Alliteratorious training kicked in and kept his eyes shut. Oh, okay. Docs disagrees, but screw Docs.
What?
Docs is a bitch.
Who's Docs?
Google Docs. They're always trying to edit our
God.
stuff when it
I thought
doesn't
you were
need
calling
it.
one of our beloved viewers a bitch. I was like, wow, rude. But I mean, I can't see the chat. Maybe they are being a bitch.
No, Google Docs is always messing with us.
Yeah, fuck Docs. I've always said it.
They're helpful sometimes. It's a 50-50.
Real crapshoot.
Um. They headed forward only to find their way blocked by an oncoming train. And just like you said, that was your idea, right?
Yes, yes.
Dang it. I don't know. I wanted the booming roar to become the train horn, but
Yeah.
I didn't know how to word that.
Okay, I'll do it.
Okay.
Let's see.
I think I needed to edit yours.
They headed forward only to find their way blocked by. Okay, so instead of any of that, no,
They're pretty powerful. They can just fire their thought cannon at like anything.
yeah. Oh, nice. Hell yeah.
They're kind of too powerful. They can like make anything happen in the story.
They're a little OP.
Well, I'll fix the tags and stuff later. I see it though.
What?
I just spelled collaborative wrong in our tags.
Oh, good stuff.
I remember when I was typing them, I was just like slamming them out.
Yeah. I also noticed that one of our videos says creative writing session, and all the other ones say collaborative.
No. Okay. Well, I'm gonna be. Whose POV is this chapter in? It's sort of the narrator's POV.
What's the question?
They said whose POV is this chapter in?
Yeah. I mean, it's third person limited, I guess. Like mostly focused on Clarence.
Yeah. So this, just to catch you up, this is like they're on a sort of expedition through like a thought space where their thoughts create the reality around them. And they're on an expedition to find a lost thought that was on the tip of his tongue. Oh, you said mostly
What?
focused around Clarence, and Kraken said Captain Clarence.
Oh, sorry.
Put some
I know,
respect.
Captain Kraken probably is a little sensitive about titles these days since he got promoted. It makes sense.
And so their lookout earlier, like, basically spawned an aberration by thinking about it. That was chasing them. And everything went to shit, so he went to his quarters and kind of changed his thought process. If I'm finding even more ferocious than before. And now they're on this, they're still searching for his thought that was on the tip of his tongue. They're following the train tracks of thought through the jungle. That's my train of thought, but it's heading the wrong direction. Well, in my head, the easy fix is to have the goons fire the belief cannon.
Yep, that's exactly what's about to happen.
Yeah, okay. That is a really easy fix.
Uh-huh.
It's not that the confidence and the belief are solid, but the belief creates solid stuff around them. So like, and these two goons, they're really dumb, so their beliefs are pretty strong because whatever they believe is like.
They believe it strongly because they're so dumb.
Yeah. So these two are sort of the cannon wielder of the belief cannon. And the first mate, Gale, has sort of a blank mind, so that makes them perfect for the journey because it makes not much happen along the way. So basically, like, the beliefs kind of manifest, and so they have to try really hard not to manifest, like, obstacles and stuff. Alliteratorio. He's funny. Well, it was just sort of a reference back to, because earlier when he was manifesting stuff, they said, at least imagine it smaller and further away. So that's his training, is to imagine things, dangerous things, smaller and further away. Or to not think about them at all. Obstinately. Of bullish ignorance. Double D's, turn that thing around. Oh my gosh.
You can fix that if you want. I just did it because I've been wanting to call them double D's for a long time or something. I wanted to call them double D's or like the D dummies or something along those lines, but I couldn't get there. So I went with double D's.
He suggested we might want to give Alliteratorio a nickname. He could just be Ali.
Ali? Yeah,
Yeah.
easy. Kind of fun to write out Alliteratorio every time, but Ali would be better. Then just before the train made contact with the crew.
Oh my god, they're just standing on the tracks. They have so much
Yes.
faith in their belief cannon. But that's what makes it work.
Barreling? How do you even spell that?
It's just like barrel.
Yeah, help me
I
out
think
there.
with two
Thanks.
L's.
Yeah, you're right.
That's my edit, right? No, I'm just kidding. I already
Yes.
changed it to two goons because that's how I sort of imagine them.
Perfect.
Well, how are they going to get on it if it's barrel? They're just going to chase it down?
Yeah, I mean, that's up to you. Your turn. I was thinking that to get Alliteratorio involved in some way, get him like...
Here, I got it.
Oh wait, it's getting too small and too far away. Alliteratorio, stop! I'm sorry.
Well, I'm just going to have them dive off the tracks before the double D's do their things.
Alright.
And the train my train of thought, but it's heading the wrong direction. They dove off the tracks, and the train barreled past them with the rush of wind. Double D's, turn that thing around. You're going the wrong way, the two goons shouted obstinately. The cannon fired in a flash of bullish ignorance. Then, just before the... Oh, okay, let me change that. Slowed to a stop before changing directions. Direction. My lost thought. They're gonna ride the train of thought.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
What's up?
Thing, they're saying thing is just not very specific. Double D's turn that thing around. Because, like,
okay.
Were you talking about their cannon or the train?
Yeah,
I thought you were talking about the train.
Fair enough.
Kraken finally caught the Double D's.
Nice. Thanks.
You're going the wrong way, the Gucci. Cannon fired in a flash of bullish ignorance. Oh, he actually finally caught the train of thought. Yes. Yes.
Oh, nice.
The train of thought is kind of what he lost in the first place, so now he's just following it to...
Exactly. He's gotten to the train of thought. Now, so they're getting on the train of thought. Now let's think about what we want this to be like. Is it going to be like he's thinking about different things along the way? Or are they just going to go like talk to the crazy conductor? Or like what are we doing here?
I was picturing that they're going to go talk to like a crazy wacko conductor who's kind of just taking the train wherever it may go.
Perfect. Take us there.
Okay. How do you embark on the train? They're gonna scramble through the open doors as it picked up speed. Past tense.
Yeah.
We tried to write a story in present tense once, and it was a nightmare.
It was. We immediately changed, or not immediately, but after the first page, we changed it.
The inside of the I'm trying to imagine the inside of the train as like a... Would each train car sort of be based around a different thought?
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. Yeah, like each one is like, or like they have to like connect some dots to move forward to the top of the train or something. But if we're really going to do it that way, we have to kind of think about what the destination is, which we still have not done yet. There's a pretty big piece of this story missing from our conception of it so far.
Yeah, let's get some ideas from the chat. What do you guys think the lost thought might be?
Yeah, there you go. Farm out this decision. Farm out this decision to the legion of viewers.
That might help us with the thoughts that would lead to that on the train.
Yeah.
Yes, but we're gonna work backwards from the lost thought. If we go back to the beginning, philosophers over the millennia have spent their time pondering the meaning of life, and in doing so have discovered that the meaning of life might be just that, to ponder and to feel some type of way about it. And today, that's exactly what Clarence was doing as he gazed at the stars in the quiet of the night. Feeling some type of way. So maybe the thought is how he feels about something.
It's his repressed feelings towards Gale.
It could just be the meaning of life that he lost, like the train of thought right before he got to the actual answer, right? But then we would have to know the meaning of life.
But then we would have to know the meaning of life. According to Douglas Adams, it's 42, so...
That's a total cop-out.
It is a total cop-out. We can't steal Douglas Adams' idea.
It says here his heady thoughts were interrupted by Gale. Is that when he lost his train of thought?
Maybe. No, he must have lost his train of thought before the voyage, because the reason he got the voyage going, the whole expedition, was because of losing his train of thought.
Yes.
But it could have been Gale all along, and that's why he was so frustrated when she did it again, because the last time he lost his train of thought because of Gale or something. Something like that, maybe. I don't know. Let's see.
What if instead of one specific thought, he finds like a collection of all of his lost thoughts?
Oh.
Our editor here is referencing the Akashic records, so like it would be a sort of his own personal Akashic records of all of his thoughts that he's ever had.
Or it's like, it's all the thoughts that he had it's all the epiphanies he had when he was on drugs in college.
All the epiphanies he's ever had that he's lost.
Okay, how about this? Stay with me here. So,
jumbled mess of...
The very beginning was about how the meaning of life is to ponder and feel some type of way about it, right?
Yeah.
So he is searching for an epiphany he had about the meaning of life. And when he finds it, it is to ponder. And so when he finds the thought, it takes him back to the beginning of the expedition.
So it's a looping story?
It's a looping story, yeah. So like the whole point of the journey was the journey. And so he like, you know what I mean? Like he like looks into the box and he sees himself on the ship staring at the stars, pondering the meaning of life. And then Gale comes up and interrupts him. What do you think?
So like when he finds it, he gets interrupted by Gale again, and then they end up back on the boat?
Well, no. So like, let's say he finds it, right? And it's in a box. Let's say it's in a box. He opens the box, and inside it, he sees himself on a ship, pondering the meaning of life. And then on the ship, Gale comes up and interrupts him, and it ends where the last story began, or the beginning of the story began.
I'm good with it. I think it's a lot better than where we were 5 minutes ago trying to figure out what's going to happen.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, and if anything better comes up along the way, we can do that. But for now, I think maybe that's the direction we could head. How do you feel about it? Do you feel some type of way about it?
I do. I like it.
Okay, cool. I do too. Let's do that.
Yeah.
All right.
So the journey is the answer, sort of a thing, yeah.
Yeah, and it's like exactly what we stated at the very beginning of the story. And it'll be like all grand. It'll be like like on the chest that they dig up. It like has like it says like meaning of life on it. He's like, this is what I've been searching for. I had an epiphany about the meaning of life, and then I like lost my train of thought and forgot it. Finally, I can know. And he opens it up, and then it's the beginning.
Great. Okay, let's get there.
Let's get there. All right. We're going to need to speak to the conductor, said Clarence. Clarence gravely.
The inside of the train was a jumbled mess of papers, many of which were... The train car was filled with a jumbled mess of papers, many of which were flinging themselves from the train. We're gonna need to speak with the conductor. The train appeared devoid of passengers, of other passengers. I just like to give things personification. So I just personified the papers. They're not necessarily sentient, but
but they are personified.
But they are personified, yeah. I'm very inspired by Douglas Adams and Terry Pratchett, who are masters of personification. Here, yeah, you do some dialogue, I'll do some plot pushing as they waded through the the mess, the stacks. Toward the front of the train. To here, what am I thinking? I'm thinking of, like, the ramblings.
Okay, let's think. The trail approached. The trail appeared devoid of travelers. As they waded through the stacks of papers, towards the front of the train, started to hear excited ramblings of a potentially deranged person ahead.
The conductor.
The conductor. Okay, I'll do a little edit here.
Okay, let me go back to what you did. It's your train of thought. Aren't you the conductor? Asked Gale. Oh, sweet, simple Gale. We don't always guide our own thoughts. I like that. Sometimes we just ride the rails. That's pretty heady. That's why I'm the captain.
The trail car was overflowing with jumbled mess of papers.
Clearly impressed with himself. Oops, not Gale. Clarence is the captain. It read, oh.
I added adding flavor to the papers. Childhood memories were depicted on several. Transcripts of half-ignored university lectures were scrawled on others.
Okay, all right, that's fine. I was just gonna have like a little reminder on one of them, just super randomly. With the jumbling that's very many which reflecting themselves with trained childhood memories were depicted on several. Transcripts from half-ignored university lectures were scrawled on others. Some were entirely unintelligible.
There you go. The train appeared devoid of passengers. As they waded through the stacks of papers towards the front of the train, they started to hear the excited ramblings of a deranged person ahead of them.
All right, we got a couple more scenes here. A little meeting with the conductor. A little finding of the goods.
Yeah, and then the conclusion. Yeah, I think we're this is it. We're coming towards the home stretch here. We're doing great. All right. I'm doing the first dialogue with the conductor here. So
it's always a challenge once we start getting to the end. It's like, okay, finish the story. On the rails? No, we gotta go off the rails.
Yeah, I'm working on it. Hold on a second. I'm closing in on something potentially good.
Stay on target.
Stay on target. All right, let me focus.
Okay. Okay, well, you're not writing anything, so I guess I'll move ahead of you.
Okay.
Oh, no, not flinging them away. Pouring through thoughts and... Oh, what's it called on the train where they put the coal?
The engine?
Well, it's more like a furnace, but yeah, I guess.
Yeah, oh yeah, that's good. Yeah, the furnace.
Carefully hole punching it and putting it in a binder. I guess, yeah, hole punching, I guess.
What do you think about that for his dialogue? We might want to change it up, but...
On or off the rails? Okay, we're starting to feel very, tunnel in, Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory here. On or off the rails we go. Where we stop, no one can know. The tracks go here, the train goes there. The end of the line may be something to fear. The end of the line, someplace no one knows where.
Okay.
The end of the line, no one knows where.
Yeah. Yeah, that's good. That's perfect. I love it.
Okay, well, I'll mix these together because I'm describing what he's doing.
The conductor, excitedly shoveling thoughts into the furnace, didn't notice their approach. Occasionally, the scraggly man would put up a specific would pull a specific page out of the pile, examine it before carefully hole punching it and putting collating.
Okay.
Carefully collating it and putting it into a 3-ring binder at the head of the controls.
Alright, instead of that, just before carefully...
No.
I was going to say feeding it into a slot in the control panel.
Wait, no, I like it. I like keep it what it is.
It's super red.
There you go.
He then tossed the binder into the furnace. That's really good.
All right. Okay, I guess it's my turn now since you did all that.
I like this crazy conductor character so far. Yep. He reached up and pulled the train horn.
Yeah. Dude, I was literally writing that exact same thing.
Okay, yeah, you can write it.
No, it's good. Keep it. Yeah. Okay, no, I got it.
Yeah. Here we go. Here's the chaos that Kraken lives for.
Yeah.
When we start writing over each other.
Uh-huh. Okay, what do we want the nature of their conversation to be like? Like,
yeah, I think that's a good start. Excuse me, sir. Yeah. The finer things. Excuse me, sir. Clarence reached out to tap the conductor on the shoulder. Pinky's up, Kraken. Pinky's up.
Pinky's up.
In the blink of an eye, the old man whirled around and snatched Clarence's hand. Oh, scary. I'm the conductor of the poop train. I don't know where you're going with this. I'm a little nervous.
Me neither, really. I was just trying to think of a good rhyme.
Okay. He's a rhymer. Okay.
I like him speaking in rhyme and riddles. I think it would be, adds a little eccentricity to his character.
It also makes your job harder writing his dialogue, but that's fine.
Yes, it does.
Alright, soon we'll be wrapping up and then we'll read the whole story. I am excited to do that this time around.
Uh-huh. I know thoughts and lots doesn't really rhyme, but it's a slant rhyme.
Okay, I'm all about slant rhymes, bending the rules.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
I'm trying to figure out how to pronounce this person's name. Oi Ramui.
Okay. Hey, if you want to edit any of these, like some he said, she said would help me out.
He said, she said.
Or like, like how they're saying it, or we don't have to, but I'm just saying it could be helpful.
But anyway, what I was gonna say to Oi Ramui was, we appreciate you coming in and participating. That's adds to the fun.
Yeah, the more people that participate, the more fun it is. Unless it was like too many, because then it would be like 1,000 people, and it'd be hard to keep track.
We would have to pick randomly from
only people that send donations get to input.
Okay, slow down. We're not there
only
yet.
Patreon members.
Don't interrupt the conductor of your thoughts. If he gets distracted, you'll surely be lost. That's exactly the problem, sir. This train has already been lost. Oh, okay, sorry. I'm just gonna have the conductor out the front window as if for the first time.
Yeah, good stuff.
I wonder who conducts his train of thought. Kraken thinks we should run for president and vice president. I call vice president.
Okay, I'll be president.
It's a lot less work, for sure.
I really don't want to, though. They're gonna dig up my shady past.
Yeah, well, people who don't want to be president make the best presidents.
Oh no, I'm a reluctant leader.
The conductor looked out the front window as if for the first time ever and stroked his beard. I wonder who conducts his train of thought. This train goes where it's always meant to. Lost or not, your mind?
Yeah, lost or not.
Meant to...
Went blue. Spent chew. Chew goo.
Stop it! You're not gonna find it like that.
I might.
Okay, you're getting me stuck on that part. I need to shift focus here.
Yeah.
Don't interrupt the conductor of your thoughts. If he gets distracted, you'll surely be lost. That's exactly the problem, sir. This train's already been lost. The conductor looked out the front window as if for the first time ever and stroked his beard. I wonder who connects this train of thought. His train of thought. This train goes where it's...
Maybe I need to change this part.
It could be this train always goes where it should.
Okay, yeah, that's good. Train always goes where it should.
As long as it's moving, then all is good.
Yeah, perfect. I love that. That's wonderful. Type it up. And
Okay,
then take it from there.
This train... Where it all... Please
Train goes where it
should.
always should.
As long as it moves, then all is good.
That's wonderful. I love it. It's wunderbar.
Oh, we're at 2 hours and 52 minutes. Perfectly on time, I think.
Yeah, I think we can wrap this up with about, like, you said 2 hours and 50 minutes?
52, yeah.
Yeah, we'll probably finish at 3:30 more than likely. We'll see. Yeah, let's press on then.
Well, we can finish the actual story part, I think, in like 20 minutes, but...
Yeah, exactly, and then we'll... all that.
This train's already been lost. So he found the train of thought, and it's going forward. So he needs to find some way to guide it, I think. Okay, I got it. Clarence looked around the control room of his train of thought. Suggesting that they got little use. It was time to take control of his own
Perfect.
thoughts. Okay, yep, move chugging along here. Get it? Chugging.
Very good. I'm stuck. I was trying to come up with an alliterative phrase being said by alliteratoria.
Okay. I'm having the double D's enter the scene.
Perfect. Let's bring them both up.
Okay. Name the candidate. The conductor as Clarence stepped out of the way. You are asleep, they shouted together. You are asleep. He probably doesn't get much sleep as the conductor of the thought train.
Probably not.
You know, there's not that much you can do to control a train, so I think you're gonna have to figure that one out. It does kind of remind me of the Dream one because, like, they started on a ship and now they're in a train in a jungle. Like, that's very dream-like.
It's true.
Alright, let me go back to what you've been working on. The train goes where it should, as long as it is, and all is good. Cackled the conductor. It was just headed the other way.
Okay, let me read what you've written. Clarence looked around the control room with his train of thought. The many buttons and levers were covered in a thick layer of dust, suggesting that they got little use. It was time to take control of his own thoughts. Double D's, I need to take control of this train. Think you can help?
I need to hijack this train.
Perfect. Think you can help? Sure thing, boss. They aimed the cannon at the conductor as Clarence stepped out of the way. You are asleep, they shouted together. The conductor promptly fell asleep in a pile of papers and began snoring loudly. Oh, whoops, what did I do? 1, 2.
What did you do?
Nothing. Began snoring loudly.
With a big smile on his face.
Okay.
We're at 2,100 words.
Alright, yeah, let's wrap this baby up.
Okay. Is there just gonna be like a... there should just be like a panel or a button or a lever or something that's like...
I got it. How are there indentions sometimes and not others? It's killing me.
I don't know, that seems new, right? Like, what's up with
Yeah, and I can't indent on my phone, or at least I don't know how to. Alright, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, I'm not too worried about it.
Nah.
Okay. I was thinking there's gotta be like a lever that says something like...
Here, let me see. I'm going to take this where I'm thinking about, and then you can see if you like it or not. So the captain began pushing buttons and pulling levers at random. He had no clue.
Oh, hello, Callie.
He had no clue what he was doing.
I'm sure Kraken could get you up.
One thing he could count on.
You actually got here just in time. We're wrapping up the story and then we're just gonna like read it. So you're gonna get the whole story here in a minute. We're trying to get there.
How do you like that?
Okay, let's see. The captain began pushing buttons and pulling levers at random. He had no clue what he was doing, but there was one thing he could count on. That Gale thought he knew what he was doing. And it was those thoughts that gave him the knowledge of what to do. Okay.
So he's just doing stuff at random first. Gale thinks that he knows what he's doing, and so then he did know what he was doing. Well, I was just saying, like, maybe all those buttons and levers were the right thing to do. Like, he was like, you know.
Well, that's the start, but then,
Okay, but then, okay, yeah, I'm with you. Take it away.
Kraken wants us to also read Detective Gum Schubert after this for his friend.
We can't read Detective Gum Schubert every session. Although, we could, but let's not.
He wiped a thick layer of dust off the console, revealing a button labeled
End of the line.
Okay, I was gonna say that thought you were looking for.
Oh, that's good too. Either way.
End of the line. I kind of like end of the line.
Okay. Yeah. No, it's good because the end of the line and the end is a loop, so there is no end of the line. Yeah, it's good. Yeah.
Or Lost in Thought would be what it's called, because that's the title of the story, right?
Nah, I like end of the line better.
Okay. Let me italicize it. With newfound confidence. With his newfound confidence.
Yes.
He promptly pushed the button. The large red button.
Perfect.
It's gotta be a large red button.
Gotta be a large red button.
The train Suddenly came to a halt.
A screeching halt.
Yeah,
That's my
yeah.
edit.
Instead of suddenly, forget the word suddenly. Came to a screeching halt. The crew disembarked. That's not the word I'm looking for.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah. They detrained.
Disembarked the train and found themselves at a lone station in the jungle. All right, now you have to explain what they find at this station here.
Yeah.
Is it like a library or like a?
I was kind of just like imagining like literal like X marks the spot type of situation, and they have to like dig for it.
Okay.
So it's got to be around here somewhere. Grumbled Clarence.
Or it could be like a book with an X on it.
Well, I was thinking like here's where I was thinking about taking this. See if you like it. He's looking around, and Alliteratorio is going to be like, like, what are we looking for? And he's like, you just keep your mind clear. And he's like, are you sure it's not like a big X with a box? And he's like, wait, what? And it's like Alliteratorio who manifests it.
Perfect. I love that.
Cool.
Alliteratorio actually doing something.
Yeah, and then they have to like dig for it, but they just the double D's just shoot the thought cannon at it. They just say, the hole is dug. Or we don't have to dig is what they say, and then the box is just there.
Like a rise, and it just lifts up out of the ground. Okay, yeah. Go for it.
All right.
And then I will take over when you stop writing.
Perfect. What are we looking for? Exactly.
You already said that sentence once.
Where?
When they first got to the island.
Fuck. Maybe I did. Well, we'll have to fix it later then.
Okay, whatever. Is that Alliteratorio saying that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Are you gonna make it alliterations?
I'm thinking about it, yeah.
Yeah, I wanted to think about it too, but I didn't want to waste more time. So you can do it. That's good. That's good use of our time here.
Well, no, it could be someone else asking, and then Alliteratorio kind of like,
okay,
has the answer.
I agree.
Or you know what? Just fuck it. You mean that giant X on the ground over there?
Yeah, that's perfect. Well, we want it to be an alliteration, so.
Well, how do you make an alliteration with X?
You mean that extremely
okay.
prominent X.
Exasperated. Okay, yeah, we're just skipping forward for this.
I'll just say the extremely prominent X dug in the dirt, because it doesn't have to be the same letter the whole time.
Good. Excellent. I like saying his full name. I want him to say excellent work because we're using X's already.
Okay, yeah. So just put that at the beginning.
Okay, instead of yes.
Yeah.
Double D's, you know what to do. Nice, nice. We're really chugging here.
Here we go. Double D's, you know what to do.
The train may have stopped, but we did not.
You know what to do.
His eyes still closed.
Start digging. Yeah, yeah, perfect. His eyes are still closed. Yes. You pointed the cannon at the ground and exclaimed,
I dare say we've done it again.
"We don't have to dig."
Or how about the hole is already dug?
Yeah, perfect. Well, I was gonna say we don't have to dig, and just like that, there was a chest on the ground where the X once stood.
Okay, I was gonna say the hole is already dug, and then after a pause. The loot is already on the ground.
Yeah, perfect. I love it.
Man, they're OP. I'm glad they're not smarter. They could really like.
Yeah, if they were any more creative, they would be way too OP.
Yeah, they are a plot pushing superpower.
Just like that, there was a large, ornate chest sitting next to a deep, dark hole.
Okay.
Engraved upon the chest
Embellished in gold.
Perfect. That's exactly what I'm going for here. Embellished in gold. Is it the meaning of life, or what was he contemplating at the beginning?
The first line is the philosophers over the millennia have spent their time pondering the meaning of life.
It is the meaning of life then. Okay, cool. Okay.
The pause. Okay, wait. Period. The crew gathered around. Uh-oh, Kraken says question. I'm pausing to see what the question is. How dare you say question then not ask a question immediately afterwards? Okay, he's following it up with unrelated, just for a friend of a friend, no one in particular, completely random, out of nowhere.
Get to that point, Kraken. Captain Kraken, sorry.
Yes, Captain Kraken. Gosh.
Yeah. I keep forgetting about the promotion.
He's been promoted. Oh God, he says, how does one know if they're depressed or suffering from depression?
If you have to ask the question, Kraken, you're probably depressed. I would seek professional help if I was you.
Yes, Nick.
Oftentimes, you know, that question is often the answer, much like in our story. No, I don't know. You know, Kraken, no, only you can know if you're depressed or not. You or a mental health professional. Me, though, sounds like you're depressed.
But he's not a mental health professional.
I'm not. Let me be clear. I am not a mental health professional. But if you find yourself feeling listless and purposeless, and you can't find joy in things you used to find joy in, maybe you're a little depressed. Before seeking the help of a mental professional, I would try, being productive, working out, getting exercise and sunlight is always really helpful. Eating well, drinking lots of water. If you do all those things and you're still finding yourself depressed, I would seek mental health professionals. That's just me.
Spoken like a semi-professional.
Spoken like a person who's been depressed. All right, here we go. This is it. I remember now. I had an epiphany. What should I say? Like, I had an epiphany a long time ago when I was on drugs in college, or just leave that part out?
I had an epiphany that was interrupted by Gail.
There you go. There you go. I had finally stumbled. Wait, no. In my pondering, I had finally stumbled upon the meaning of life.
Kraken says, I will pass that information along to the proper people. Yes, please
yeah, Kraken,
do.
there is no one answer, Everybody's different. Everybody's levels of depression are different. So, if you're having thoughts of self-harm, immediately seek mental health professional. But if you're finding yourself just like feeling down and unmotivated, then, try other things first, perhaps, so you don't spend money on mental health. Unless you're not American, in which case, go ahead. Maybe you have universal health care wherever you are, but here it's pretty expensive.
I had finally stumbled upon the meaning of life. And all this time it's been on the tip of my tongue.
He reached towards a tongue-shaped latch.
Oh my god. It's a mimic! Ah!
Do you want to just end it here? You want me to hit a quick paragraph that's going to end the story right now?
Yeah, I thought he was gonna open it and see himself on the boat, you said?
Yeah. You can type it out if you want, but I have kind of an idea.
Okay, go for it. I'll just edit it.
Perfect. All right, here we go.
This is one of our longer ones. Somehow we did it.
Yep.
He reached his hand toward... Google Docs tried to make it, he reached his tongue toward a tongue.
No Google Docs, no! Add Google Docs.
Kraken, are you in control of Google Docs right now? It was dark inside. Yes, so Callie, we started doing these writing exercises as for fun because we're both writing our own books, and so it was sort of just to practice, writing more. And we had a lot of fun, so we decided to just start streaming it because maybe someone else would enjoy it as much as us. And Kraken does. He's the glue.
He's our number one fan. Yeah, like and subscribe, Callie. Don't forget to follow us on YouTube. All right, here we go. Peering into the unknown.
Yeah, every story is completely different. We never know what it's going to be before we start writing it. We kind of figure it out as we go. We try to do them every week, or at least every other week, but we've had a bit of a break here for the holidays. So we're back.
Okay, I want to change something at the very beginning.
Okay.
I want Gail to say something when she approaches. That way, we can have. Wait. Okay. Let me think about this. So, you know what I mean? Like, I want to like wrap it back. So.
Okay.
How's the beginning going? Today, that's exactly what Clarence was doing as he gazed into the quiet of the night, feeling some type of way. His heady thoughts were interrupted by Gail, his first mate, sidled up beside him to hog the view.
So you want it to be like they say the same thing here that they say at the end?
Yeah, exactly. So Gail's like,
have you figured it out or something like that?
what you looking at?
Well, at the end they know what they're looking at. So like, have you figured it out, or like, what is it, or something like that?
Yeah, have you figured it out is good. Yeah, have you figured it out is good. I like
no,
that, actually.
But it should be something more like distracting, because have you figured it out wouldn't really shift your train of thought, right?
Yeah, not necessarily, but it could be like profound, because like the meaning of life is like trying to figure it out. So it's like, have you figured it out? You know what I mean? Like it could be like a, I don't know. You think on that? I'm gonna keep going here.
Okay.
He began to see the ship.
I guess what you're looking at is pretty good, because he's not really looking at anything, he's just thinking, right?
Yeah, exactly.
I like what you're looking at.
Cool. I'm with it. I'm deeper into the box. The bow is the front of the ship, right?
Yes.
Okay.
As his eyes adjusted to the darkness,
Good stuff.
he began to see the outline of a ship.
What does the beginning of the story say here?
We're the Pacific Rim of writing.
What does that mean?
I think it's a compliment.
I don't understand what it means, but I like it. Oh, because they have to. Have you seen that movie?
No.
They have to. There has to be like two of them inside their giant necks for the.
Oh yeah. Okay, yeah.
I get where he's going with it. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, we do actually, like, when one of us is struggling, the other person usually comes in and finds the answer. So it is pretty true. You came back just in time. We're at like the last sentence, and then we're gonna read the whole story, and then that's gonna be it. He began to feel some type of way. Yeah, no, we always try to keep it shorter, but they always end up being like 3.5 hour sessions. Because we always like, we make ourselves finish the story.
Yeah, we never stop without it being done.
Yeah, we always finish the story no matter like how long it takes. So we always, try to keep it shorter. Yeah, all of our favorite. That's what we're planning to do, is make a little like book of short stories with all of our favorites. That's when we'll actually go back and edit them all. What did we say we were gonna do for Kraken at 100 followers today? He came in here and he asked for something. Oh yeah, sequel to Gum Schubert, which is Kraken's favorite story that we've done. Ducktective.
Okay, so you know how at the beginning of the story, I'm gonna change the beginning, or I want to.
Go for it. What you looking at? His side. Gail was always trying to enjoy his view. This is his view. What is it? Okay.
I kind of want to take like most of that out, and so like say he sighed. Gail was always interrupting him when he was deep in thought.
Yeah. Okay.
What is it? What is it, Gail? Can't you see I'm pondering heady ideas? So, like, just kind of take out that view stuff, so that at the end we can say.
I'll let you just do that, whatever you want.
Okay. He sighed. Gail was always.
Well, we wrote like a noir story, and we never actually said the character was a duck, but at the very end, we just decided he was a duck detective. That was one of our best ones, was the noir. We did the whole first page was just tropes. Like, we didn't even have to come up with anything, really.
Yeah.
We got to like a page and a quarter, and before we were like, okay, now we actually have to decide what is happening.
Yeah.
And I gave Nick, I was like, here's our first clue. It has like a blue folded up note, and he just threw it in the garbage. He had the character just throw it away. I was
It's
like,
one of my favorite beginnings to the story.
I was like, what?
The only clue I have was this folded up blue note that they left at the crime scene or whatever, and he was like, immediately throws the note in the trash.
He's like, I know
don't
it.
care if
Blue,
that note's
purple.
red, purple, yellow, or no, I don't care if that note's blue, yellow, purple, or green. I know a red herring when I see one.
That was great. Are you just gonna like copy paste it? Yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm doing.
It's a cyclical story. I don't think we've ever done a cyclical story before.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
What do you think of that as an ending?
Yeah, I like that because it's like vague, but because he's onto something, you know.
Yeah.
Okay, let's do it. Let's read the story back.
All right, let's read the story back.
We did it. Another story complete. Let's check the word count.
Another great success.
2473 words.
It's pretty good. Pretty good length. All right, let's do it.
All right.
Here we go. Wait, I'm not ready.
I'll start.
Not ready.
I'll start.
Okay.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, it was inspired by Terry Pratchett. I was reading a Terry Pratchett book, and I sent him like the first page. It was just very heady, like it didn't really have to do with the story. And I was like, we could do something similar. And then I thought of this like in the middle of the night when I woke up. So, are you ready, Nick?
Yep, I am ready.
All right. Philosophers over the millennia have spent their time pondering the meaning of life, and in doing so have discovered that the meaning of life might be just that, to ponder, and to feel some type of way about it. And today, that's exactly what Clarence was doing as he gazed at the stars in the quiet of the night, feeling some type of way. His heady thoughts were interrupted when Gale, his first mate, sidled up beside him to hog the view. "What you looking at?" He sighed. Gale was always interrupting him when he was almost on to something. "What is it, Gale? Can't you see I'm pondering deep, heady ideas?"
Yes, I can't have you doing that sort of thing. Thinking deep, heady ideas is dangerous, don't you know? These days, thoughts can come back around and bite you before you even think them.
With
I want to do instead of these days, in these waters.
Okay.
Instead of these days.
With Clarence's vibe successfully ruined, Gale continued. "Me, personally, I don't think much. If it's important enough, the thoughts will think themselves when I least expect it." Gale smirked at the sky.
Gale, you don't have to tell me that you don't think. It's patently obvious. But your thoughtlessness is exactly why you're my first mate. Well, that and your bulging muscles. Your zero thoughts are infinitely superior to the rest of the crew's negative thoughts. And I don't mean pessimism. I mean literal anti-thought.
Okay.
Gale didn't respond. Their mind was as smooth and blank as the ethereal space they sailed through. What?
Clarence smiled to himself. While she may constantly step on his vibe, it was that exact thoughtlessness of hers that paved a smooth path through this liminal thought space. The peaceful atmosphere was interrupted by the ringing of a bell from the crow's nest. The bell's toll cut through the formless clouds, giving them an ephemeral color. Port side! Aberration approaching aptly. God damn.
Alliteratorio, I specifically told you not to see anything.
Apologies, Captain. I only opened my ojos for a second.
Well, snap them shut, you salty, simmering simpleton. Or at least think of it smaller and further away.
Aye, aye, Captain. Captain.
I know you're spelling that wrong in your head. It's not funny. Well, it's not that funny.
Gale chuckled. Suddenly, a wave of thought washed over the minds of the crew and crashed against the side of their vessel. Keep those creeping ideas at bay, you fools, or we'll be lost in this mind maze. The formless ether around them condensed into a labyrinth. Blast my powerful mind. Oh wait, don't! Captain Clarence was struck unconscious. The seas began to swell as panic spread through the crew. Fortunately, First Mate Gale had the utmost confidence in her captain, and it was that confidence that began to drag him back into consciousness.
I'll focus on the captain. You lot... wait, quit clicking, I can't see. You lot... you lot focus on getting this maze out of here and getting away from Alliteratorio's aberration. The Belief Brigade joined hands and began chanting their mantra. The sea is what we see, and we see smooth seas. Our captain sees well, and our sails swiftly swell.
As they poured their belief into their words, the sea began to calm. The crew's two most profound dullards, Duncan and Duro, manned the belief cannon and took aim at the approaching aberration. You don't exist! They shouted as one and fired away. The cannon blasted them backward, knocking Duro's dentures to the deck. The gunners had to be complete stooges. No one thinks as confidently as a dunce. The two buffoons scrambled around the deck after the chattering clackers, leaving the belief cannon to its whims. The aberration shuddered, dove below the surface of the ephemera, and burst forth with even more ferocious than before. Alliteratorio, I thought you were thinking of it as smaller and further away.
I'm trying, Captain, but the beast just begins becoming bigger behind my blue beauties. My mind's a mutinous mess. Someone muzzle that man's murderous mind. Damn, his infectious speech patterns. I'm awash with alliteration.
Oh my God.
Clarence turned to bark orders at the Belief Brigade, only to see them swept overboard by the loose cannon. I love that it's a loose cannon. He pinched the bridge of his nose. Gale, I'm gonna go think about something else. Take it from here, will you?
Aye, aye, Captain.
Clarence sighed. It's aye, Captain.
Gale swung her head to face the two goons still crawling around the deck. Duncan! Duro! Yes, ma'am! Yes, ma'am! The two popped from their frantic search, Duro's dentures chomping on Duncan's nose. You double dummies, you absolute goons. Man the cannon. Before we get thought to death by Alliteratorio's attention deficit. In the captain's cabin, Clarence choked down some bootleg rum and sat in his chair. He looked at the map on his desk. A dotted line snaked its way to an X with no other discernible landmarks. He quested in his mind for the true goal of their voyage. But there was the rub. The thought had slipped his mind. He had lost his train of thought, and now, no matter how hard he dug, it wouldn't slip past the tip of his tongue. Whatever it had been had felt so important that he'd put this whole expedition together. He hoped it was worth the trouble. He imagined in his mind's eye where it might be, and just how deep he might have buried it.
When he emerged from his quarters, the scene on deck had shifted. The sea was calm and the sun shone down on them. The fin of the aberration could be seen in the distance, but it felt less threatening than before. Therefore, it was less threatening than before. Duncan and Duro donned their sunglasses and unfolded their lounge chairs. We did it, Captain. Things are under control. Oh, no, wait, that was Gale. Sorry. We did it, Captain. Things are under control, exclaimed Gale as they donned their sunglasses. No, you didn't, Gale. I did it. I just had to remember what we came on this voyage for in the first place.
And did you?
Did you? Well, I remember that I forgot. I remember that I forgot what we were searching for, and that was a good start. I think I may have found where to look for it. Captain Clarence reached his hand out and pointed towards the horizon. There, he declared. Suddenly, through the mist of confusion, the faint outline of an island began to form. As the rest of the crew spotted it, the landmass became more defined.
I spy sand skirting the sea, Captain. A coast is created.
I thought I told you to keep those peepers shut, Alliteratorio.
Of course, Captain. Keeping them closed as could be. Nothing I'm more familiar with than the back of The black of the back of my eyelids, Captain.
The landmass ahead of them grew in size until they were beached on the shore. Duncan and Doro tripped over themselves trying to lower the anchor. Doro stepped on Duncan's foot, and the oaf slapped the back of Doro's head, sending his dentures flying onto the beach below them. Doro rubbed the back of his empty head and pouted. As the crew took in the sights before them, they did their best not to imagine dangers lurking in the dense forest that covered most of the island. They heard a booming roar from deep within the jungle. The captain instinctively shouted, "Alliteratorio! This is not the time to imagine the jungle full of monsters." Sorry, Captain, couldn't help it.
At least imagine them smaller and further away, like we practiced. What are we looking for exactly, Captain? Asked Gale blankly. I'll know when I see it. You just focus on keeping that beautiful blank mind of yours empty for us, will you? The captain walked forward somewhat aimlessly until... Eureka! Clarence ran towards 2 decrepit rails of a long-abandoned train line. This should lead us right to the thought I've been searching for. The rails led into the dense jungle ahead of them. The captain scanned the faces of his crew for the blankest expressions. Gale was a given. Duncan and Doro next. Then for some unknown reason, I know why, it's because it's the only other named person in the crew.
It's the only other named crew.
For some unknown reason, Alliteratorio's face jumped out at Clarence. His eyes were closed, making him a great pick for the expedition. It was against his better judgment, but he had a good feeling about it. Oh, and it turned out to be really good, actually, at the end. And sometimes in these lands, feelings could be lower than logic.
Oh, that's not what I meant to type. That was a correction. But
what are you trying to say?
What did I mean?
Feelings could
be more powerful than logic. That's what I meant to type in. More powerful.
I got it. The 5 mind sailors set forth into the dense tangle of leafy, thorny thoughts. Everything was going well until they heard the same booming roar, much closer this time. Alliteratorio!
My eyes are slammed shut, sir. My brain's as blank as can be, Captain. Clarence realized he had been the one thinking about what might lie between him and his goal this time. Blast my powerful mind. Wait, no! Again, the captain fell unconscious with smoke pouring out of his ears.
Okay, see, it was worth it. It was funny.
It was worth it, yeah. Well, you know the drill, team, said an exasperated Gale. She knelt over the body of her captain and poured her confidence into him. Duncan and Duro prepared the belief cannon they had been carrying this whole time. You are awake, they shouted in unison. Alliteratorio's training kicked in and he kept his eyes shut and hummed a tuneless melody to himself. Clarence shot up with a start. I really need to stop doing that. Only positive self-talk from here on out. The snarling roar of the unknown beast slowly morphed into a blaring horn.
Okay, yeah. That makes sense.
What was it?
It said barreling horn, which I don't think is a word.
Nope. It's supposed to be blaring. They looked forward to behold an oncoming train. That's my train of thought, but it's headed the wrong direction.
They dove off the tracks and the train barreled past them with a rush of wind. Double D's, turn that train around! You're going the wrong way, the 2 goons shouted obstinately. The cannon fired in a flash of bullish ignorance. The train slowed to a stop before changing direction. Hop on! This should lead us to my lost thought! The crew scrambled through the open doors of the train cars as it picked up speed. We're going to need to speak to the conductor, said Clarence. Oh, we're going to need to speak to the conductor, said Clarence gravely. It's your train of thought, aren't you the conductor? Asked Gale. Oh, sweet, simple Gale. We don't always guide our own thoughts. Sometimes we just ride the rails. That's pretty heady. That's why I'm the captain, said Clarence with a smirk, clearly impressed with himself.
I like that addition. I didn't catch that when you wrote that in there. Clearly impressed with himself. The train car was overflowing with a jumbled mess of papers, many of which were flinging themselves from the train. Childhood memories were depicted on several. Transcripts of half-ignored university lectures were scrawled on others. Some were entirely unintelligible. The train appeared devoid of passengers. As they waded through the stacks of paper towards the front of the train, they started to hear excited ramblings of a potentially deranged person ahead of them. On or off the rails we go. Where we stop, no one can know. The tracks go here, the train goes there. The end of the line, no one knows where.
Okay.
The conductor, excitedly shoveling thoughts into the furnace, didn't notice their approach. Occasionally, the scraggly man would pull a specific page out of the pile, examine it before carefully collating it and putting it into a 3-ring binder at the head of the controls. He then tossed the binder into the furnace. He reached up and pulled the train horn, letting out an excited holler.
Excuse me, sir. Clarence reached out to tap the conductor on the shoulder. In the blink of an eye, the old man whirled around and snatched Clarence's hand. Don't interrupt
the conductor of your thoughts. If he gets distracted, you'll surely be lost.
That's exactly the problem, sir. This train has already been lost. The conductor looked out the window, as if for the first time ever, and stroked his beard. I wonder who conducts his train of thought. Go for it.
Train goes where it always should. As long as it moves, then all is good, cackled the conductor.
It was just headed the other way. I'm worried this wacko may be waylaying us. Quiet, alliteratorio! You're not here to think, snapped the captain. Clarence looked around the control room of his train of thought. The many buttons and levers were covered in a thick layer of dust, suggesting they got little use. It was time to take control of his own thoughts. Double D's, I need to hijack this train. Think you can help?
Sure thing, boss.
They aimed the cannon at the conductor as Clarence stepped out of the way. You are asleep. They shouted together. The conductor promptly fell onto a pile of papers and began snoring loudly with a big smile on his face. He hadn't slept in years. The captain began
pushing buttons and pulling levers at random. He had no clue what he was doing, but there was one thing he could count on, that Gale thought he knew what he was doing, and it was those thoughts that gave him the knowledge of what to do. He wiped a thick layer of dust off the console, revealing a button labeled End of the Line. With his newfound confidence, he promptly pushed the large red button. The train came to a screeching halt. The crew disembarked the train and found themselves in a lone station in the jungle.
It's gotta be around here somewhere, grumbled Clarence. You mean that extremely prominent X dug in the dirt? Said Alliteratorio. Excellent work, Alliteratorio. I knew you weren't useless. A dumb grin spread over the lookout's face, his eyes still closed.
Double D's, you know what to do. Start digging. The duo pointed the cannon at the ground and exclaimed, "The hole is already dug." After a pause, "The loot is already up here." And just like that, there was a large ornate chest sitting next to a deep dark hole. Engraved upon the chest, embellished in gold, were the words, "The meaning of life." The crew gathered around to see what their journey had led them to.
This is it. I remember now. I had an epiphany that was interrupted by Gale. In my pondering, I had finally stumbled upon the meaning of life. All this time it's been on the tip of my tongue. He reached his hand toward a tongue-shaped latch, took a deep breath, and opened the chest. It was dark inside. Clarence leaned his head further into the box, peering into the unknown. As his eyes adjusted to the darkness, he began to see the outline of a ship in a vague sea. As he leaned deeper into the box, he could see a little man on the bow of the ship. He appeared to be gazing up at the captain. He began to feel some type of way when he heard Gale's voice. "What you looking at?" He sighed. Gale was always interrupting him when he was almost on to something. The end.
The end.
Woo! We did it again.
Done it again. Just when you think we can't do it, we do it again.
Let's see.
That was a good one. I enjoyed that.
Me too. I'm really surprised we managed to kind of stick to the rules of this world that we created with so much their thoughts affecting stuff. That was kind of hard to know what was going to happen and how they would affect their environment.
It wasn't the easiest premise, but I really liked their character work in this one. I thought it was fun. Everybody got something to do.
Yeah, we could have included Gale a bit more, but they were just the keeping it together character.
Yeah. I mean, Gale's whole purpose was that her mind is essentially blank. That's what she's here for. Yeah. I really like the circulating thing too, because it's I don't know, man. It's really satisfying to me. The end of the story is right back to the beginning and the search for the meaning of life. And what he's thinking at the beginning is that the meaning of life might just be to ponder. It's perfect.
So we've got some commentary from our viewers.
Oh, what'd they say?
Oi Ramui, which I guess I'll just call Ram for short, says the first sentence is very Douglas Adams, and that they read Terry Pratchett.
Oh, hell yeah. That's what we're going for.
Callie says, literally no thoughts. I think that's in reference to the double Ds.
Literally no thoughts.
Ram says it's pretty good for a first draft. They have a couple edits for us, which I will go back for.
It's always a first draft.
It wouldn't be a good crew without the rum, Kraken.
True. Kraken would know.
He thinks Clarence might need to be demoted. Callie loves double D's. She says, double D's are my last 2 brain cells.
Good.
Captain claims he's the embodiment of the 2 D's. Lots of praise from all around for the literal train thought was awesome.
Nice. How many people were there?
We got Ram, we got Kraken, we got Callie.
Nice. Cool. Well, that's our crew. Kraken will clearly be alliteratorio. Me and you both embody Clarence, so, that's...
Yeah. That was a fun one, but I'm, like I said, very impressed that we managed to keep it together with this really heady idea of their thoughts controlling their environment.
Yeah. I like that we did probably 3/4 of it having no idea what thought he was going to look for.
Even though it was right there in front of us at the beginning the whole time.
It was there in front of us the whole time.
That's awesome. What do you think of the title, Lost in Thought? Anyone else have any title suggestions for us before we call it a day?
Yeah, I like it, but if anybody has any better ideas, I'm definitely open.
I'll definitely go back and do all of... We need Ram as just a constant editor. They're very on it with the edits. We're gonna have them edit our actual books later.
Yeah. We are gonna need that, because I don't know how to spell or do grammar.
Yeah, you're lucky I'm here just fixing your spelling every time you type a sentence. I love that. I think my favorite bit was the first conversation with alliteratorio. I specifically told you not to see anything. I only opened my eyes for a second.
I like that his role as the lookout was literally to have his eyes closed the entire time.
Yeah. His goal is
touch of irony.
His goal is to not see anything.
Yes. He's literally the biggest liability in the entire ship, and he's the lookout.
Well, thank you guys all for being here.
Thank you everyone for joining us.
Make sure you give us a follow. We'll be back every week is the goal.
Yeah. Go check out the YouTube channel. It has all our old videos on it. We'd love a subscribe. We'd love a like or so. It's always nice.
Yeah. Eventually we'll go back and we'll do a session where we edit them. We'll definitely need you there, Ram.
Yep. We're gonna need some backup for that one.
Thank you guys. I'm gonna close it out here. This has been WeWrite
with Nick and Caleb, and we will see you next week, or maybe 2 weeks, or whenever we do the next one.